More than half of barbecue competition teams cook on drum smokers. Now, that might seem strange at first because when I think of a barbecue competition, I think of giant offset smokers and huge cookers everywhere. But in reality, if you walk through a barbecue competition, everybody's using drum smokers. Teams are consistently walking with drum smokers, they're getting awards, and they've been doing this for decades. So that got me thinking, what is it about drum smokers that makes all the pros want to use them? Over the last few years cooking on drums, especially the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco drum smoker, I've kind of gone down a little rabbit hole trying to figure that out. And along the way, I discovered a few reasons why these things are so good. So here are 5 reasons why you should get a drum smoker. Number 1 reason to get a drum smoker, they are super easy to use. The first thing I noticed was just how easy it is to cook on them. When I got my first Oklahoma Joe's Bronco, I was fiddling around with the vents, constantly trying to hold temperature, opening them, closing them, chasing temps like I would on an offset smoker, which I cook on quite a bit. But once I figured out where the vents need to sit, it made things super easy. Here's the trick. I'll usually leave the vents wide open during the first part of the cook when the fire is coming up to temperature. And then once I get to around 50 degrees below my target temperature, let's call it 300 degrees, I start closing them down to my set point. So if my target temperature is 300, once I get up to 250, I'll close down that intake vent and that will lock in the temperature and it'll slowly rise up to around 300. It'll plateau and it'll just be laser steady for the next 8 hours. That means no feeding splits every 30 minutes like an offset smoker. It doesn't have any electronics like a pellet grill, and there's absolutely no temperature swings. And that's actually one of the reasons I love cooking on a drum so much now. Once it's running, I can step away, spend time with the kids, instead of hovering over a firebox and feeding splits all day into my offset smoker. Not saying I don't love to do that. I do that when I have time during the day, but I use my Oklahoma Joe's Bronco when I don't have the time to do that. Now, that being said, there are a few downsides. The major downside is that in order to add more wood chunks, because the wood chunks tend to burn up pretty quickly, even though the charcoal in the fire basket lasts for around 8 hours, those wood chunks are gonna get burnt up pretty quickly. So in order to replenish them with a traditional drum smoker, you gotta lift up the grate, you have to take out a heat deflector if you have one in there, or a water pan if you have one installed, and then you can add your chunks. But Oklahoma Joe's just came out with the new Bronco drum smoker, which has a really innovative feature. It has a swing out fire basket. So halfway through your cook, when you wanna replenish your wood, you just open it up, put the wood chunks back in, and close it right back up again, and you're good to go. Now, when I first saw this design, I was kind of worried that, okay, opening this door is going to let all the heat out. That's going to destroy your temps, but it doesn't. If you're fast enough, if you open it, put your wood chunks in, close it right back up again, it barely moves the temperature. It's going to stabilize at that same temperature again because it's really the vent settings that you've locked in that controls that temperature, and they're not moving at all. Another thing you can do to make it even more convenient is you can use a fan blower. In this case, I'm using my ThermoWorks Billows, but there's lots of different brands and models out there. This just automatically senses what the temperature is in the cook chamber, and it blows in more air or less air depending on the temperature, so it can maintain a super steady temperature. And I find I get even more steady temperatures when I use a blower. That's an extra accessory, but it's just something to keep in mind if you want to make it even more convenient. Number 2 reason to get a drum smoker, your barbecue will turn out juicier. After cooking on drums for several years now, I noticed that the meat just comes out juicier than my other smokers. At first I thought it was just in my head, maybe I was just getting better at cooking and that's why my barbecue was juicier. Nope, there's another reason for it. And to find that out, I started measuring the humidity inside my drum smoker using a wet bulb thermometer. A wet bulb thermometer is basically just a regular probe thermometer, like on my ThermoWorks Signals, that I put a piece of cotton shoelace over, I put it over a water reservoir, and it wicks up that water onto the probe, so the probe is always sensing the temperature at which the water's evaporating. You can cross-reference that, and that will tell you your wet bulb temperature, which is related to humidity in the smoker. So it's not exactly the same thing, but just think of higher wet bulb temperature as higher humidity. I found that the wet bulb temperature in my Oklahoma Joe's Bronco was much higher than in my offset smoker, which means there's more humidity in a drum smoker. And that kind of makes sense when you think about the airflow of a drum smoker compared to something like an offset smoker or pellet grill, which have a lot of convective airflow. In a drum smoker, there's relatively low airflow. The moisture coming off the meat stays in the chamber longer, and that means higher humidity, higher wet bulb temperature. Higher humidity means less evaporative cooling. It means the meat is going to dry out less, and it means, most importantly, you can push your temperatures really high and do hot and fast cooks, and you're not gonna dry out your meat as bad because that humidity is protecting the meat. And that is one of the main reasons why drum smokers are the king of hot and fast cooking. Number 3 reason to get a drum smoker: better flavor. The biggest realization I had about drum smokers came to me at a barbecue competition I went to. I was walking around talking to teams a few hours before turn-in, and I noticed that they were lighting up their drum smokers and it was billowing out all of this smoke, but also something else. It was this grilled meat flavor, and it just had this delicious scent that wasn't just wood flavor. So I talked to some people and I asked them what they're doing, and they just said, oh, we're just putting the meat on the drum smoker for the competition. And I could see all this fat dripping down onto the coals and then vaporizing and getting back up onto the meat. And that's what was creating that amazing smell. And the interesting thing is it doesn't just smell like that. That smell gets onto the meat and it tastes a lot better as a result. Here's what's happening. In a drum smoker, the meat sits directly above the direct heat of the charcoal. As the meat cooks, fat drips down onto the hot coals, and when the fat hits the coals, it vaporizes instantly. That vaporized fat rises straight back up and sticks to the meat, creating an amazing grilled meat flavor. It's basically the same thing as grilling a steak in a charcoal grill, but in this case, you're just doing it in a smoker. Now, if you want to push that flavor even more, here's a little trick. Instead of just waiting for your meat to start dripping fat onto the coals, you can speed it up by throwing a few slices of bacon directly onto the coals. That bacon fat is going to vaporize, and it's going to add an intense savory aroma that coats the meat and make it taste amazing. Another tip, you can also throw things like an onion onto the coals for extra savory depth of flavor. It smells great and it actually gets on the meat as well and makes it taste amazing. Now, you might be wondering, okay, why don't we just do this on an offset smoker as well then? Because it's got charcoal, right? You can just put bacon fat, or you can put an onion in the firebox and create that same flavor. Well, you can to some extent, but the problem with an offset smoker, if you put bacon fat or bacon or brisket trimmings or an onion in the firebox, it's going to vaporize and it's going to go into the cook chamber, but a lot of it is just going to go over the meat and not get on it. Whereas in a drum smoker, you have the heat coming from directly below. So when you put the fat onto the coals, it goes straight up and it's definitely going to get on the meat. So that's the difference. Number 4 reason to get a drum smoker: you can cook a lot of meat if you know a couple of tricks. One thing that used to bug me about drum smokers was the limited cooking space. At first glance, it looks like you can't really fit that much food inside a drum, but I started to play around with different methods, and here is the big trick. You gotta hang your meat, at least with ribs. With hanging hooks, you can cook a ridiculous number of ribs because they're all hanging vertically instead of taking up rack space, and you're better utilizing the volume of the drum. So instead of maybe fitting 1 or 2 racks in, you can fit around 6 to 8 in at the same time. And with brisket, there's another trick. Sometimes with a big brisket, you can't fit it into a smaller drum smoker. So what you do is you take a big wood chunk or you take a metal bowl and you prop it up under the brisket so the brisket kind of lays over top of it. And then as time goes on, it starts losing moisture, it shrinks up, then you can remove that wood chunk or that bowl, and then the brisket will lie flat and it'll completely fit in the drum smoker. The 5th reason to get a drum smoker: they are super versatile. You can run them low and slow like a traditional smoker, or crank them up and use them like a direct heat grill. But the real advantage is you don't have to choose one or the other. You can do both in the same cook. One of my favorite examples is the burn and turn method, popularized by Tim Shear from Blues Hog. Basically, you get your drum running hot around 325 degrees Fahrenheit, place your ribs directly on the grate, then every 15 minutes you're going to turn them and you're going to rotate the grill. So throughout the cook, you're getting direct heat searing, you're getting continuous smoke exposure, you're flipping them so they're cooking more evenly, and you're getting constant fat dripping onto the coals, vaporizing and blasting back up onto the meat to give them an amazing grilled meat flavor. Then once you've developed the bark and the flavor, you wrap the ribs, bring the temperature down, and finish them low and slow until they're perfectly tender. So in one cook, you can combine the benefits of smoking and grilling at the same time, which just creates an amazing rib. Now, another thing about versatility, some people say that with drum smokers, you're locked into only being able to cook a brisket fat cap down because you need to have that fat cap down to protect from the direct heat coming from below. I find that it's actually the opposite. You can definitely cook fat cap up. All you need to do is cook fat cap up during the first part of the cook to get some nice smoke, keep the temperatures low so you don't burn the lean part of the meat underneath. Then during the second part of the cook, you can foil boat the brisket to protect the bottom while you get all that heat over top, rendering the fat cap. So after cooking on my Oklahoma Joe's drum smoker for a few years, I think I finally understand why so many competition teams use them. They're simple, they hold moisture really well, they create incredible flavor from the fat hitting the coals, and they can actually hold quite a bit of meat if you know a few tricks. If you're interested in getting one yourself, the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco is available at Home Depot. And if you've never cooked on a drum smoker before, don't underestimate it. It might just be one of the simplest pits that produces some of the best barbecue you've ever made. Happy smoking.